Good evening, everybody. This is Kathy Ballard here, and welcome to this evening's webinar from Confusion to Clarity. And I can see that there's some people on already. Oh, this is fantastic. So just to, I'm going to share my screen so you can actually see me. Hello. Hi, I'm Kathy. It's lovely to see so many people on already. Just while we're waiting for people to show up and sort of log in, it would be great to know if you can see me, if you can hear me, and who's here, where you're from, and how you're feeling tonight. So can you type in the chat box and just let me know. Hi, Sana. Hi, Bawo. Who else is on tonight? And there's just to let you know, there's a little bit of a delay on this platform of about 20 or 30 seconds. Hi, Amy. She can see and hear me brilliantly. Wow, that's fantastic. Yeah, so there might be a delay between you writing your questions or responding and from me asking the questions. Who else have we got? We've got Sandra. Hi, Sandra. Hi, Sasha. And hi, Bridget. Good, you can hear me. Feeling good? That's good to hear. Oh, good, Sandra. So you're from Ontario in Canada, and you're feeling energized. That's awesome. Deborah. So you can see me, which is good. And you're up in Scotland this week. Awesome. And hi, April. It's great to see you here. Fantastic. It sounds like everybody can see and hear me. Technology is going great. This is good, and fingers crossed it will last. Hi, Sano. Feeling a bit overwhelmed today. In fact, for the past weeks, a sort of rush of emotions, highs and lows. Looking forward to clearing what's stuck. Good, good. Amy, you're in Spain. Alexi, you're in. What? How do you pronounce that? Is it Oterbrug? Whereabouts is Oterbrug? Oh, it was a typo, Peterborough. I was thinking that was somewhere in Russia or something. Welcome, everybody. Anyway, it's lovely to have you here. So as we go, and hi, Geeta, you're in Miami. Awesome. So welcome, everyone. So as we go through, it would really help you to just like turn off your phone, turn off your Facebook or your emails or anything that's going to go ping, and just so that you're sort of not going to be distracted, because we're going to do some energy work, and quite often your mind is already tuning into the fact that there's some change coming, so it might get a little like distracted, or it might find ways to sabotage you, or it might want to just like take you off track to keep you from stepping outside your comfort zone, from change. It doesn't like change, so try and limit any distractions that you can. Who else have we got? Mrs. G. Geeta from Miami. Hi there, Geeta. And Jess in Morocco. Gosh, everyone's from everywhere. Baro, you're in Dubai. Oh, your internet connection is not brilliant. Well, fingers crossed it will hold out. Wow, we are multinational tonight. This is fantastic. So tonight you're going to need a pen and paper, because I'm going to get you to do some writing. And I think is there anything else I can think of that you need? Nope, I think that's about it. So let's begin. So clarity. When you have clarity, you know what it feels like. It feels like everything is flowing, like you don't have to double guess things, and so there's no ambiguity. Things feel straightforward. You know what the next step is to take. There's a sort of ease, and there's no stress. There's nothing holding you back. You just know what those next steps are so that you can move forward. And also, like, your mind feels really calm when you've got clarity, because there's no obstructions in there. There's nothing sort of cluttering you, so there's no fog. You can feel relaxed, and just there's a sort of trust, because there's just a pull in the right direction. You know where you're going. But it's very easy to lose that clarity, particularly when we end up in our heads. Hi, we've got Sonia on as well. Hi, Sonia. So tonight you might be tuning in because that lack of clarity is making you feel maybe confused or stressed or overwhelmed or a bit up and down and all over the place. Quite often it makes you feel like you're off track, or you could be stuck in procrastination. Often when I've had a lack of clarity, I've just felt really unproductive and ineffective, and haven't been able to sort of move forward, haven't been able to get anything done. It's like having the sense of wanting to move ahead and maybe having one foot on the accelerator but the other's on the brake, so you're spinning wheels like crazy and you're just not getting anywhere. It quite often you might be at a place like where there's a fork in the road, or you've got decisions to make and you just can't make those decisions, and no matter what you try, it seems like you just can't sort of make a choice about which way to go. And often there's all that second guessing, there's all the confusion in your head, and quite often get really easily distracted or disorganized. So all of these things contributes to they're all the feelings that you sort of get and the things that you experience when you've not got clarity. So what we're going to do on the call tonight is I'm going to do a little connection meditation very soon, just a very short one, just to help you ground and center and set intentions for this evening, for what you might want to let go of, maybe some insight that you want. And then headset's moving. Then I'm going to take you through an exercise that's really going to poke your stuff. So, I wanted you to bring your baggage. I want you to sort of be willing to just, in this space, it's a safe space, and just allow whatever's there to come to the surface, because we're going to clear it. But it's quite important actually that stuff is going to come up, so it will feel uncomfortable. So I want you to be prepared for that, and you'll totally be able to cope with it. But you do need to stick it out to the end of the clearing section anyway, because I don't want you to bring all of this stuff up and then have to go off because you've had to leave halfway through. I want to make sure that you get the whole experience and you clear it out. Otherwise, it would, that wouldn't be so good. So we'll bring the stuff up, then we'll clear it, and then I'm going to sort of give you a few more tips and techniques that you can do sort of as a daily way of clearing stuff out, because it's always the mind that is the problem. It causes all the difficulties. And so it's little different tips and techniques for maintaining clarity on a daily basis. Plus, I also have an invitation for you as well, which I'm really excited about. And at the end, if anybody has any questions, if anything has come up for people that they want to stay on the line to ask a question, or if there's any comments that you want to say, I'm quite happy to stay for some Q&A as well. So that's kind of how the evening's going to pan out. So I'm sure a number of you know a bit about me, but just for those who don't, so I call myself a spiritual business mentor and miracle mindset coach, and I work with inspiring entrepreneurs who are sort of definitely spiritual in nature, but they've got that real calling to make a bigger difference in the world, or they might have a vision or a project, or just simply a really deep desire to expand and grow, and who want to make that difference and make money from what they do love and what they're actually brilliant at. So I really believe that everybody has this seed inside them that it's a bit like the there's the acorn and then there's the oak tree. That potential is hidden inside that seed to grow into this amazing tree. And likewise, we have something that's coded into us, this potential, and it's completely unique with every different person. And if we allow life to bring us the experiences without any kind of resistance, and we put ourselves in the right position and give ourselves the right like nurturing and the things that we need, we'll thrive and grow, and we'll step into that potential. And like nature, like trees don't have to try to fulfill their potential, do they? And you know, the only thing that stops us from fully reaching our potential is all this stuff here, and it's just resistance that we put up to it. Life's going to bring you all kinds of things to help you grow and to help you get strong. And it's only our heads that go, oh, I don't want that, I don't like that, or oh, that's good, that's not, that feels uncomfortable, that's scary. And we've got so many different things that are just going on and on and on. And so what I like to do is help people through all that clutter and to help align with that potential that is truly who they are, and help them see how amazing they are. Because we are, and I'll take you through this in the meditation so that you'll experience it for yourself, but we are source energy personified. There's so much power available to us to create anything that we truly want to experience in our lives. So I think you can probably say I'm quite passionate about this. So, you know, I've been following a spiritual journey for over 25 years now, following my intuition. I used to buy one-way tickets and travel around the world, and I would just be following my intuition, going, where do I need to go to next? And it's led me to work with all kinds of different spiritual teachers and go to different sacred places around the world. I ran a consciousness center in New Zealand for 5 or 6 years, and kind of got into energy work, and I had a background in yoga and consciousness, and all kinds of stuff. And so I've sort of bring all of this together, as well as my sort of business background and my like proper job background, which was branding, which is about helping people express that unique essence. So so that's kind of me in a small nutshell. So I do energy work with people and meditation, and help them get really clear about who they are and who they want to be in the world. So that's me. Let me see what's next. So let's do a meditation just to settle down, let go of the day, and just really ground and sort of land. So if you want to just like close your eyes and get yourself nice and comfortable in your chair, and just take a few nice, slow, deep breaths. And as you exhale, just start to feel yourself sinking down in your chair. Feel your feet flat on the ground. So eyes are closed if not already. And just watch how your body moves around your breath. And as you feel your feet connected to the ground, just imagine that you have roots that are reaching right down into the center of the earth. Reaching right down and holding you and grounding you there, so that you're fully in your body. And almost imagine that your body is sunk into the earth right up to your hips. So you're really grounded and you can feel that support of the ground. And at the same time, imagine that way above you, there's a beautiful, vibrant, brilliant light that's beaming down onto you. And imagine that a beam of light is falling onto the top of your head, and feel your crown opening up to receive this light, and feel the light pouring down through your forehead, down through your face, relaxing all the muscles around your eyes, around your forehead, in between your eyebrows, relaxing your cheeks, your throat, relaxing your heart, relaxing your shoulders. Feel the light flowing down your arms, into your hands and fingers. Feel it moving down through your inner organs, all your solar plexus, down into your hips and your pelvic area. Keep bringing that light down through your thighs and past your knees, down into your lower legs, into your ankles, and into your feet. So you're completely connected above and below. And just feel like you've really landed. Just be aware of any sounds around you. And just do a quick scan through your body and just notice how you're feeling in your energy today, in this moment. Notice if you're holding any tension, you've got any sort of gripping sensations or any sense of resistance in your body, any sense of discomfort, any sense of over energy. How there's too much energy or it's really frenetic. And just notice it without judgment, just so that you can kind of recall it for later. And now just putting your focus into your heart and just feel or imagine or sense like your heart, that there in your heart there's a beautiful vibrant light, and imagine that this heart's energy, your heart chakra, is starting to vibrate and starting to glow really brightly. And imagine that energy is starting to flood your body from within. So you're feeling really connected to your heart energy. Feel it moving out through your body, out into your energy field. And imagine it's filling up your energy field with light. So you're really nicely contained in this beautiful bubble of energy. And you're transmitting this energy out into the universe. And from here, just connect with your intentions. What do you most want from this call tonight? And feel that in your heart and imagine that you're transmitting that out into the universe and that it's being received. And when you're ready, just come on back. Okay, so clarity. I'd love to know what clarity feels like to you. You know, if there's all kinds of different ways it might feel. So, you know, some people might say it makes them feel like they're in the zone, or it's when everything feels effortless and easy. How does it feel to you? Would you like to type in the chat box and just share what that means to you to have clarity? What does it feel like? Motivation from Amy. Sense of flow from Sonia. Knowing where you're going from Bridget. Hi Bridget, I don't think I said hello to you earlier. Hiya. Anyone else? Jess is saying it's when she feels powerful and strong and everything's easy. And Sana is saying it means to know which direction to go. Amy's saying it's a sense of having enough time because it's simple. Baro is saying it feels reassuring. Sonia saying the knowing is growing. Good. To be sure of what you want, says Sasha. Sandra, high level joy. And as though your energy is spinning around you like a vortex. Beautiful. Deborah's saying when she has clarity, she feels like she's trusting everything and it's working out perfectly. Supana, hi Supana, like everything is coming together. April's saying it's like a strong sense of knowing and a singular sense of purpose, so you don't have to think or overanalyze, you just know. And Lexi's saying it's when she feels calm and focused. Brilliant, thank you. So what does lack of clarity feel like to you, or what does it manifest as? How does it feel? Oh, hi, Crystal's on as well. Crystal, clarity to her means having a clear direction and trusting her gut or intuition. Good. So what's the opposite? Oh, Sonia's saying like fear of success. Barrow is saying it's when she feels stressful or when things are stressful. Amy saying feeling like she's running out of time, overwhelmed by choice and confusion. Lexi saying hazy, ungrounded, stressful, lacking personal power. Sandra saying when she's feeling tired, she's doubting, lethargic, lack of trust. Bridget saying she feels stuckness and apathy. Sasha saying that when she's not progressing or being successful. Jess, distraction, confusion, feeling blocked, feeling lost. Sonia, procrastination. Deborah, despondency. She doubts her decisions and her path is the right one. Oh, that comes up a lot. Good. So Sana's saying the opposite is stress and confusion, definitely. April, running around like a headless chicken. Yes. Amy, feeling pressured and can't decide priorities, feeling like no progress is being made. Yeah, so like I'm sure all of us have felt lots of these at different times. It's and it just totally gets in the way, doesn't it? It's just not a comfortable place to be. And often what happens when you're feeling all this lack of confusion and lack of clarity, and you're in this confusion, it often puts you in that place where you think, I don't know the answer. I'm going to go and find an expert who does. And so then you start Googling and you think, okay, they're offering the how to do X, Y, Z in 5 easy steps. And there's so many people offering how-to programs. And even if they are like really authentic and they've been through that and it really worked for them, it doesn't mean it's going to work for you, because it's all about alignment. Your energy has to be in alignment with the thing that you want to attract in, or no matter what program that you do, you will not manifest it. And that's just, it's just going to end up making you feel even more lost, frustrated, confused, because, it might be great information, but you have to get to a certain place first, and you've got to clear out all of that stuff that's in your head, and get into sort of vibrational alignment with what you really want. And it's also, it's not easy to know what you want sometimes when you've got all that clutter in your head, and you've got just like the monkeys in your mind who are telling you, well, you can't have that because who do you think you are? Or you're second guessing yourself and you're thinking, oh, is this the right path for me? Or maybe you're sort of in that place of, I know this happens a lot for me. Is this decision something that is scary and therefore it's part of my growth, or does it feel like it's not the right choice? And you can just end up in that stuck place for ages, can't you? But the thing is, these are just thoughts. They're in your head, and you actually already have your clarity. Your clarity exists all the time, and you've been fine-tuning your clarity through this lifetime, through so many lifetimes. It's all about you've been experiencing the duality of life. So you've been through the things that you don't like, and you've been through the things that you do like, and you've gone, I like that, I don't like that, I want that, I don't want that. That feels good, that doesn't feel good, that makes me happy, that doesn't. And all of these different choices that you make, they're all forming this sense of who you are. And it's kind of like that's creating your vibration to a large degree. And you get in touch with that when you connect in with your heart. You just need to sink down below those thoughts and you'll be there. So although you might not have like total clarity about exactly what you want or exactly the steps that you need to take, your heart will guide you there. And so we just need to clear out some of this mental clutter. let me just check my notes. Yes, it's kind of, so that analogy that is kind of like the sun that's always shining, and your thoughts are just the clouds, and they pass, and they like, you know, they're in the way, and then they move, and but the sun is always there, and so you can always trust that it's there. And you know, finding any kind of techniques that drop you out of your mind and into your heart will help you get there, and we're going to cover some of those later. So let's have a look. So let's get into the clearing exercise. So first of all, you're going to need a pen and paper for this. Let's get these out of the way. So, and we're going to do a brain dump. So I want you to kind of like be in sort of a meditative state as we do this, and just write what comes to mind. So first of all, I'm going to so first of all, we're going to look at sort of just general sources of stress and anxiety, and anything that's going on in life. So just reconnect first of all with yourself. Just take a few breaths. Okay, and now just start writing whatever comes to mind of anything that's worrying you or consuming your thoughts at the moment, anything that's causing you to feel flat or unhappy, anything that's causing you to feel overwhelmed, anything that doesn't feel quite right in your life or that's confusing. Just write down anything that you can think of. Okay, so I know this is quite quick. That might not be enough time, but we're going to get specific now. So now I want you to write down anything that's particularly stressing you or getting to you in your work life, in your mission, in your career, or you know, things like money, cash flow, bills, finding clients, dealing with difficult clients, fears that you're having to face, having to overcome, things that you don't really want to do, but you know that you're going to have to, the head stuff that's getting in the way of you kind of stepping forwards, the frustration that might be causing you, the sense that you know you could be way further down the track, but you're blocking yourself, any of this kind of stuff, any kind of overwhelm, and how is it impacting your overall health and well-being? Maybe feeling out of alignment as well as a stressful, annoying thing. Struggling to market or find the right way for you to market, getting overwhelmed by all the so many different types of marketing that's we're told we should do. Just write down anything that you can think of that adds to all that clutter in the head. And as you're doing this kind of brain dump, just notice how your energy is. It's likely to be like we're poking it alive now, and we haven't quite finished yet, but we want to bring it alive because we're going to clear it. So try and hold it there. Don't be scared. Just allow it to be without resistance. It might be uncomfortable, but we are going to clear it. Okay, so now bring your attention to your personal life. So what thoughts and fears and sort of negative feelings come up for you when in relation to your home life, or your with your relationships with your partner or your children, your family, your friends? What's the impact of how you're communicating or not communicating, or how others are not communicating well, or you're not receiving what you feel you need, or you're not feeling connected? Maybe you're feeling lonely. What are all the thoughts around that? Are there any problems that are going on that are consuming your energy and your attention? Are there any health issues that are, or physical issues that are causing you to overthink about them, that are distracting you, or that just, you know, fill your mind all the time, like the monkey chatter? You know, what worries and anxieties have you got? And just keep dumping it all out. Okay, and the next one is to think about any, excuse me, think about any unresolved issues from the past. So any sort of old stories that keep raising their heads, or past traumas that might still be there. Anything that sort of puts you into a negative mindset. Any emotions that really throw you off track. Any unpleasant memories from school. People that hurt you or upset you. Anything that went badly. Anything that disappointed you. Anything that scared you, or you know, maybe any illnesses that you experienced in the past. Any shocks. Anything that still carries an emotional charge. Just dump all of it down. Just allow it all to come up. Keep hanging in there. And just remind yourself that as you're dumping all of this, that it is just thoughts that create this. It's not who you are. They're just thoughts that relate to your story of who you've been just in the past. They're just energy. And we're going to be clearing it very soon. So the last thing to write down is all your concerns about the future. So, you know, decisions that you've got to make, maybe expectations that you've got on yourself or others. Maybe the sense of feeling out of control about things. Worry that there's not money flowing in, worry that the clients aren't coming. Anything that's consuming your energy and focus about the future, that's just round and round and round your head. Okay, good. So now you can see that there's so much stuff occupying this space between your ears. You know, there is a lot there, and it's having all of this stuff there. It's a bit like how if you open lots and lots of programs on your computer, it takes up the RAM and your computer slows down. And it's exactly the same with us. So we need to find ways to clear this stuff out. So just as you finish writing, I just want you to close your eyes again and just retune into your energy field and how you feel right now. And find a word for that so that to record this for later, just and maybe notice what the intensity is. What's really most uppermost in your mind now, and notice where you might be holding this in your body, where you might get a sense of gripping or tightness, maybe a sense of heaviness. And just okay, so just hold that, and we're going to go into the meditation. So again, just with your eyes closed, just start to breathe and start to relax, feeling your weight sink down into your pelvis, feeling the chair support you from below, feel it support you from behind, feeling your feet connected to the ground, feeling that connection above and below. And just follow your breath. And now I'd like you to imagine that you're in a really big room at the top of a building. And in this room, there's hundreds of people, dozens and dozens and dozens of people. And so it's really loud and you can't hear like what everybody's saying specifically. You just hear a lot of noise. And it's like the clutter of the thoughts in your mind. And at the edge of this room, you can see a lift or an elevator. And so you make your way over to that elevator and you press the button. And that door opens and you walk into it and the door closes behind you. And you notice as you go in that this elevator is really spacious inside. It's really peaceful. And so you see on the control panel that there's a button with a heart symbol rather than the number of a floor. And so you press that button and just sense or imagine that elevator is slowly, gently moving down from your head down into your heart. And as it moves down, you can kind of still hear all of the thoughts above you, but you're no longer interested in them or impacted by them. You're just aware of them up there. And when you get to your heart, where you sense your heart is, where it stops, just imagine the doors open and you find yourself in a place that's like your perfect sanctuary. It's comfortable, it's safe, and it's warm. And it feels really good to be here. And as you relax into this welcoming space that's really familiar, just notice how you feel to be separated from all those busy thoughts, from that mental chatter, and just be connected to the peace here. Feel how that feels in your body. And just imagine that you can find a place to lie down or sit and where you feel really nurtured and comfortable. And so now imagine in your mind's eye, from this place of comfort, that you're somewhere that's really beautiful. So imagine that you can take yourself off to maybe to a place in nature, or this might be somewhere that a place that you can't wait to go to. It might be a vision of the future that you want to be in, or it might be somewhere where you had an amazing memory that was full of love and joy. And just this place needs to be like your happy place, and feel that feeling of joy and happiness in your heart when you connect with it. And you'll feel it kind of like a swelling, with joy or peace. And imagine that feeling is spreading out in your heart and turning to liquid light. I feel that light flood through your whole body, through all the cells of your body, or through the nerves, through the muscles, and I feel it flooding through to the top of your head and out to the tips of your fingers and the tips of your toes. And breathe into your heart so that this light intensifies, and feel it moving out through your energy field. So it's like pumping out into your energy bubble. And it's like this bubble is a vibrant, shining light, becoming more and more intense. And just filling up and filling up to the point where it just bursts out in every direction, this light out into the universe. And as you feel yourself shining out in every direction, just notice how the universe recognizes you, and that there's no separation between you and the universe. There's no edges to you. You're in that place where you're totally connected. And the universe knows you. It knows every step that you've ever taken to get to this point in this moment right now. It knows all the things that you've ever done that have shaped you, that have made you this amazing person that you are today. And it knows all the steps that you're going to take to move into your highest potential and your best life. And this infinite intelligence, this organizational intelligence, is responsible for all the processes in your body. It organizes all of nature and the stars and the planets, and it knows what it's doing. And it knows what it's doing in guiding you through your heart, through your desires, through your dreams. And it leads you, and it brings you every situation that you need to get strong, to move into the next phase. So all those challenges that were difficult at the time, that were painful, they've all strengthened you. They've all led you to become this person that you are today. None of it was a mistake. Everything was perfect. And you're always going to be on the right path, even if it feels like it's not at times. You always are. And it's not until you get a little bit further down the track that you can look back and join the dots. But you are always being guided. So to kind of trust that sense that the universe has your back. So now I want you to just like tune into and feel that sense of support from the universe. Feel that organizational and creative intelligence that runs through you, that runs through everything in the universe. You're all connected. Everything is one. And just now tune into how you want to feel in your life. Imagine the future version of you who's already in the place where you want to be. How is she or he feeling? You feeling fulfilled and happy, confident, strong, feeling safe and secure, feeling excited about life, feeling energized, maybe satisfied, like you're making a difference, that you're worthy, feeling valued, in flow, feeling abundant, supported, loved, feeling healthy and vibrant. What do you want to experience? And just really tune into that. And feel it in your body. Feel it as if you have that now. As if you are that future version of you. And what does it feel like to have attracted all the experiences that you want? You know, maybe a greater, more consistent flow of money and abundance. You're attracting fantastic clients to work with. You've got more happiness and more peace and tranquility in your life. There's an ease. You've got more freedom. You're feeling fully expressed. You're not holding any part of you back, and you're able to be completely authentic in everything that you do. It's a kind of liberation, being fully you. You're having fun. You're being open-hearted and loving, feeling guided, feeling joyful, inspired, unstoppable, and like anything's possible. So just like really tune into all those feeling states that you want and feel them right now as if they're happening now. Feel how that feels in your body. Feel how your energy is different. And so that's kind of like your work life. Now focus on your personal life. How's your future self when you've attracted everything you want here? You know, consider your home or your family, your children, your partner. You know, how do you want to experience? What do you want to experience and feel with them? How is your relationship with yourself? With your spiritual self, you know, your higher self? How does it feel to spend your time doing things that nourish and nurture you? Are you having fun? Are you relaxing? Are you being fully present? Are you feeling the love and affection from your loved ones? So just let all those feelings fill you up. And just notice how clear you are and how easy it is to connect with these feelings. So keep feeling that in your body, feel it in your heart, feel it in your energy. And now ask your future self what steps you need to take in your life. What do you need to let go of? You know, what thoughts aren't serving you? What no longer needs your energy and attention? Just let any answers like intuitively drop into your awareness. You know, what do you need to practice more? Or what attitudes do you need to adopt? Who do you need to be? How do you need to feel in your body? What choices might you need to take to stay aligned with these feelings? So just allow any kind of insight to come. And thank your future self. So now, while maintaining these feelings, staying connected to your heart, I just want you to tune back into how you were feeling before, you know, from your cluttered mind. And notice the level of intensity now. Notice what remains, if there's any strong thoughts or any charge left in your emotions. And just realize again that all that previous discomfort and confusion was created by your thinking mind. It came from your old story, from your conditioned habits, and that limited sense of self. And it's not the truth of who you are. Who you are is source energy in physical form, in a physical body. And at a higher level, what you really are, this expansive, unlimited self that you've just experienced. You are that light and that power. And you have the ability to create anything that you truly want, as long as you give yourself permission to receive it. So connect to the light in your heart again and expand it out through your body, out through your energy field, and really blow it up huge. Blow it up so it's bigger than the planet, way out into the universe, so that you're like that shining sun again, and that there's no edges to you. And blast that energy through all the remaining negative thought energy and emotions that are left in your energy field. And imagine that these thoughts and there's any kind of negative energy is just being burnt up and transformed in this light. Okay, so just check in now and notice how you feel. And just take a few moments to come on back and ground yourself back in your body. Feel yourself here in the room, sitting in your chair. Take a few breaths into your belly. And when you're ready, just open your eyes and just take a few moments to write down anything that you want to remember, like any action steps that your inner guidance told you to take. And I'd love to know how you're feeling right now. So if you could also type into the chat box and let me know how you're getting on. What was that experience like for you? So Amy saying, great meditation, helpful. Good. How are you feeling? Feeling very positive. Thank you, Sasha. Relaxed and wonderful. You want to stay there? Oh, good one, Crystal. Thank you. Sonia saying, wow, I've been feeling bloated and dense in my sacral and solar plexus, but when that was released, felt my tummy go down and a lightness. Fabulous. Bridget feels freer. Deborah's loving the visualization of a white light shooting outwards, felt really energized after that, very peaceful and calm. Sandra saw a mixture of colours in her third eye of rose, pink, green, and a bluey purple, helped to calm her inner thoughts and have regained positive energy again. Fantastic. Deborah's feeling more centered, understanding of what she wants, release some of the stress. Suparna's feeling a real connection to the universe. Fantastic. Amy's knows what her soul wants to do. Sonia's definitely feeling unblocked now for sure. Wonderful. Just waiting to see if there's anything else. Fantastic. So you can see that this energy work just really shifts. I was Sonia saying she felt the oneness. Brilliant. This energy work really works. It's so powerful. Crystal's saying she just loved the analogy of the lift and going down to the heart. She's going to use that again. I know, it's lovely, isn't it? Anything that you can do that drops you out away from the mind, you could do it dropping down through, sinking down through water. That really works. To the bottom of a still lake. Same thing happens unless you hate water. April saying it was lovely. Oh, until the phone went. Oh, yes, there will be a recording. So yes, you can redo it. So I'm just waiting. No, that's all the questions, that's all the things that you're showing. Brilliant. So you can see how powerful this is. It really shifts you. You can use this whenever any kind of thoughts come up that clutter you, and to get clarity really quickly. And in a while, I'm going to give you some more sort of pointers to help you maintain that clarity on a daily basis. But if you feel like this work has already given you a good shift, then and you want some more of it, I'm really excited to share with you what I've got coming up. So I'm just going to put my slide share on to show you what I've got. Oh, and just to say, she's a bit emotional, very sweet and secure, looking forward to the future. Wonderful. Come on. Oh, there we go. Okay, good. So I have an invitation for you. I'm really excited about this. I've got my next flow alignment group program is happening, and I'd just like to take a few minutes to tell you about it. So we started in August, and we're going to do loads more of this energy work over a 5-week period to really get you back on track and in alignment with what you want most in your life and in your business. Personal life, anything that is really, really important to you. So we're going to be running it through summer, so that people can work on releasing their blocks and fears, so they can really step into September full of energy, full of focus and clarity and positivity, to get the most out of the rest of the year and learn the tools and techniques that they need in an ongoing way. So as I said, like a small group coaching experience. It will be happening on Wednesday evenings, and it starts on the 3rd of August. And this is for you if you're ready for a breakthrough, because you might have been banging your head against the glass ceiling for ages and just don't know how to break through, or you want to attract more money and abundance and opportunities, and you've been blocking them some way, but you know that it's there and you're prepared to do what it takes, but you just kind of can't find what it is that's blocking you. Or you want that greater life balance, so you want to spend the time with the family and your friends, and not just make it all about work. And you want to reinforce your spiritual connection, so feeling this connection with source energy, and kind of like what's the word, building a relationship with it, so that you're tuned in all the time, or that you can tune back in really, really quickly, and that becomes your habit because it's so powerful. Or it's for you if you want to align with that flow of life and not fight. So all of these things, they bring you more joy. So how this program will help is it will help you create new powerful habits that raise your base vibration level and help you develop resilience. And it works across all different areas of life to restore flow and prevent self-sabotage, because our lives, because they're interconnected, so the things that could be going wrong things that are causing you challenge in business, they're going to impact your personal life and vice versa. And you can't compartmentalize, and so flow is a bit like a river. So if you picture like a river with a dam in it, everything banks up behind the thing that's blocking the flow, and you might see the thing right at the end that's nearest to you, but that's not the actual thing that's blocking the flow. The thing that's blocking the flow is the hidden bit that's way down the river. So what we do is we work on that, and your intuition will know how to take you there. And once we cleared that, it clears the way for everything to flow more easily through all of life. So it also will help you sort of release any of those energy drains that you don't want. And a bit like what we've been doing today, just let go of the non-essential so that you can focus on what you do want in life. And it's going to help you remove any of that old programming and release those energetic blocks that have come from your past story. Oops. Okay, so how it works is it's going to be a mixture of one-to-one time and group coaching. So the one-to-one time with me is where I can go straight to the heart of those blocks that you can't see, and we'll eliminate them together and clear the way for you to track what you do want into your life. And the group work is, so that you can get that support of connecting with others, and as those challenging parts of the transformation process come up that you might normally avoid, which is usually what keeps us from our breakthroughs, because it gets too uncomfortable, or we think, oh, this can't be it, and you just haven't gone that extra step to make that breakthrough. We'll hold you accountable, we'll keep encouraging you, and we'll keep championing you to keep going. So that's the group work. And also there's a weekly lesson that I'll be teaching, and I'll be sending meditations and reflection questions so that you can sort of, it helps you explore yourself. And I'll be teaching you kind of various different spiritual laws so that you can understand why things work. Because I was always one of those kids that went, but why? And it hasn't stopped. So, I don't accept things blindly. I need to know how things work. And even if it's not scientifically proven, I want to know how it works. And if it's, what's the word? Replicatable. Is that the right word? So it's something that's consistent that you can rely on. So the different sorts of precepts that you can trust in by, if you apply them consistently, they consistently work for you. So it's a 5-week program, and the first week is, the topic is vision and intent. And this is about, like today, we'll go much deeper into it, but about helping you find your vision and intention, getting clarity about what you really want for your life and business in every area, so that you're fully into it, you're excited, you're inspired, and you're feeling aligned. Week 2 is about meeting your resistance. So we'll be exploring your edges more deeply, identifying those blocks in different areas of your life, and really challenging your limiting beliefs. Week 3 is about creating conditions for manifesting. So this is where we'll look at how you can keep your energy really high while you go through this transformation work, and we'll be uncovering more blocks to self-love and to make sure that you're supported on every level, so whether that's mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. Week 4 is about claiming your value and knowing your worth. And so this is about exploring your story, your purpose, like delving into that uniqueness of who you are, what makes you completely valuable, and so that you can really appreciate the value that you bring to the world and can communicate it. And finally, the 5th week is about raising your vibration and increasing your joy. So this is about tapping into, this is a lovely one, it's about tapping into your inner childlike joy and your imagination, and that part of you that can freely play outside that cage of your mind, where there's absolutely no limits to your imagination. So what's included is, it's a maximum of 8 people in this 5-week container. So it's just a really small group, so that everybody gets personal attention and a real high levels of support from me. And it's long enough to install new habits and short enough for you to handle any sort of level of intensity that might come up as you go through your shifts. So there'll be 2 60-minute one-to-one flow alignment sessions with me, and these are powerful intuitive energy sessions where that programming that's keeping you stuck is going to come to the surface to be cleared. And there's 2 sessions in this, mainly because I love doing one-to-one work. It's when I'm in my element, and we get through so much and we really clear a lot out. So there are 5 meditations, lessons, and self-inquiry exercises. So like one of those each week for each topic of the week. And there will be 5 live group coaching calls. say approximately 90 minutes. I would say it was 90 minutes to 2 hours, because I don't like to cut things short. If there's something that's coming up for people or there's questions, I will keep going. So allow for up to 2 hours really. And you'll also get all the Flow Project audios, which was my meditation series. So the kind of like meditations I've been taking you through today, these kind of energy work, it's a series of 5 of those, and they help you clear this mental stuff out on a daily basis. So there's 5 different ones, 4 really, that you could sort of use interchangeably, but they will help you stay on track, and they will help you realign with your source energy, your source self on a daily basis. And it starts with this is week 1. Before we start, there's quite a big module, and you'll end up doing the flow alignment audit, which will it's a guided meditation and reflection questions that help you get real clarity about where you want to take your life and business, and where your flow is blocked currently. And your answers will help me understand how best I can support you on our journey together. And of course, there's a private Facebook group. So program specifics, those are all the bits that you get. The selling price for this is £597. But because I really want to remove as many barriers for people to doing this powerful inner work, so that you can see how truly powerful you really are, and so that you can shine your light and spread your ripples out into the world, I've created a special price of just £447 as an early bird price, which is available up until July the 15th. Saving you £150. So you can pay that in one single payment, or if it's easier for you, you can pay in 3 installments of £170. And I finished one program in June, I think it was, and it was just amazing. And so this is a testimonial from Kelly Morgan, which is just fabulous. So she was saying she was so surprised by the speed of her manifesting once she's started work, and she's done other manifestation processes before, but always felt a bit frustrated about the waiting part. With Kathy, she helps you really let this go so you can enjoy the moment and stop worrying about all the actual manifestation. I looked forward to the powerful meditations each day, and Kathy's intuition is spot on. I couldn't believe the stuff that came up that was holding me back. It was so good to release it. I would recommend this to anyone who's been struggling with getting their dreams manifested. And this is from Natasha. So Natasha was saying the program was amazing, energizing, inspiring, and I feel back on track again, not just with my business, but with my health and relationship goals too. I have a long-term view of things now, which means I'm less overwhelmed and I'm enjoying the flow more. I also know that the ups and downs of life are normal, and any difficulties will soon pass. So the future is looking super sparkly, and the present is pretty good too. So these are 2 ladies of the last program. So as I mentioned, no, I didn't. So I mentioned there's 8 spaces left, but I've actually already sold 3, possibly 4. So there is possibly 5 spots still available, and yeah, I sold kind of those first ones before I've even put it out publicly. So this is the first webinar that I've really done to start promoting this. So I am expecting it to be fully booked. And nearly everybody who's been through the program said they joined it because they just knew that they had to, and it was like an intuitive calling that just felt right. So I know what it's like when something feels really right at the time, but the ego part of us can just sense too much change in the pipeline. It talks us out of something that could have been really amazing. So if this is right for you, I don't want you to miss out. So I've got this special fast action bonus for you to help you make that decision more easily if you make a commitment to yourself and you sign up tonight. So I'm going to give you also my Brand from the Heart online home study program, which is valued at $247. And also, for the first 3 people to register, I'm also giving away an extra one-to-one flow alignment session, which is worth £165. So to claim those, you just need to book by tomorrow night by 8 o'clock. And so, oh, and also if you want even more and you're ready to upgrade and you want to sort of up level and really do some really deep clearing of unconscious patterns that's going to bring major change in how life responds to you, there's an optional half-day deep dive session when you book onto the program. So I use my intuition and my spiritual connection to tailor the session to help you find your clarity and help you get the most benefits. Plus, I'll help you connect with your own inner guidance so that you know that you're in your heart, that the decisions you make are absolutely right for you. So that would normally cost £800, but the special program price is £497, so that you'll save £303. And I just wanted to share one more testimony. Well, it's a success story. So I've called her Susie. This isn't her real name. And you'll know why I'm being secret squirrel about this in a minute. So before we started working together on the program, Susie had a lack of clients. Her energy wasn't available for her business because in her personal life, she desperately wanted to have a baby, but she just didn't know how to convey to her partner how important it was to her. She was really struggling to communicate. She was feeling quite isolated and she was feeling really upset because she was doing all the giving and getting little back. So she felt so disconnected from him. After I think we did 2 sessions and maybe half the program, she messaged me to say that her partner had taken her to a romantic place in nature and had looked into her eyes and lovingly proposed that they start a family. 2 weeks after that, she emailed to say that she was pregnant, which is why I'm, not revealing her identity because obviously she's not told people yet. And one more session that we did to get refocused on her business, and she started having potential clients calling out of the blue for discovery calls. So that's just been so amazing to be part of it. I'm so honored and very exciting. And these are the kind of things that you can expect to have happen. It's only your mind that is blocking all the good that is just lined up for you. It really, really is. So if you are interested, then do please just go to the website. You can you'll find the payment page there, and I'll put this I'll be sending it out tomorrow as an email as well, with the link so that you could go to the payment page. There will be a maximum of 8 people on the program, remember. So, if this is what you want, please don't wait for the last minute because it's sold out twice. And so if you pay now, I'll hold a place on the program. I'll contact you for a brief chat to make sure that we're a good fit, to make sure it's right for us. And if either of us feel it's not, you'll receive a full refund. So once you're happy with that, you'll receive information about joining the program and your flow alignment audit to complete. And nearer the start, you'll receive an invitation to join the Facebook group. And as a start, it's still quite a few weeks away. There's going to be a bonus orientation call, some meet and greet, and where I'll let you know what to expect. And you can ask any questions so you can get the most from the program. So that is the program. So I will put that up at the end, but I just want to go back to stop screen sharing, get me back. There I am again. Hello. So I promised I would give you this last little section, which is 5 ways to sort of help maintain your clarity on a daily basis. Oh, I see that we've gone quite over. I'm very sorry. I'm not very good with timing. So bear with me. This will last probably 5 minutes. I hope you can hang in there. Okay, good. So daily practices. So number 1, this is about finding ways to create space in your mind. And of course, meditation is the number 1 thing to do that. So, it's about separating yourself from your thoughts. Knowing that your mind is a tool, but it's great at organizing, it's great at evaluating and working out problems and all those sort of things. It's really not good at making decisions because that should come from your heart. but it's what fills your head. So meditation is a way to sink down below the thoughts, or just be mindful and watch the thoughts passing through your mind. And you can do that through yoga. You can do that through just walking in nature. If you're not someone that wants to sit down on a like a cushion for an hour, which is what I do. I love it, but that might not be your thing. Or it might be through doing the gardening, doing the dishes, even anything that can just get you into that space where you're not in your head. The second tip is doing stream of consciousness writing, because this, if you've never done this before, it's really, really powerful. This is where you just write down everything that comes into your head. So even if you start with a piece of paper that's blank and you just write, I don't know what to say. So you write, I don't know what to say. And you can be sure that your mind is going to fill the gap if there's a space, and you just start writing everything down that comes into your mind. And you'll notice that all of those conflicting thoughts, all the preferences and the likes and the dislikes, and the way it just changes and jumps about from one thing to another, you'll see the nature of your mind on your page, and you'll start to realize what power you're giving to this fickle thing, that you really need to sort of take your power back from it. You won't want to give it so much power once you've seen. And of course, underneath all of it's like your mind is trying to keep you safe, and so it's throwing all of these ideas into your head, but these are the things that keep you small, they keep you safe. And so it's like acknowledging that. Once you've acknowledged it by writing it down, it sort of goes, oh right, she's listened, I can take a back seat, I don't need to keep forcing it into her awareness. So it stops. And this is you decluttering. It's like throwing stuff out. And of course, underneath, when you've done loads and loads of clearing, that's when you get in touch with your creative things, the creative impulses and insight, and that you'll start writing that out as well. So that's number 2. Number 3, get into your body. So we spend so much time here. It was like most people live from here. So getting into something like yoga and Tai Chi, or breath work, just bringing your breath down into your belly, just following that simple stuff. I love really walking barefoot on my local common, because it's, especially first thing in the morning when it's really cold with the dew, because you're feeling the sensations in your body, on your skin, and it takes you out of here straight down. So doing anything that gets you into your body is brilliant. Number 4 is practice feeling and imagining what you want to experience. So like we did with what we've just done tonight, with imagining the how you want to feel, that's the energetic vibration that you're transmitting out. So you want to be doing that on a regular basis. That's so important. You have to change you can only change your external reality by changing your inner reality first. It's not the opposite way around. So even when things are seemingly dire on the external, kind of in your physical reality, it's a reflection of how your thoughts had been to create it. So by you changing on the inside, it has to start manifesting externally as well. That's just law of attraction. So, but you need to make a conscious effort to really give yourself time to do this, to do the work. It is work, if you want to have change, then you need to commit to doing it. And number 5 is practicing offering no resistance to what life brings. So like in the meditation, again, like we are connected into this infinite organizational intelligence of the universe. It knows what it's doing. It knows how to grow us into our potential. And it's only us and our preferences where we put the brakes on, and we give resistance. So if you can let go of your resistance to whatever is coming, and just accept that somehow this moment is perfect. When you don't, there's the saying, what you resist persists. So, you know, if you're resisting some situation, it just carries on, and you feel worse and worse, and you go down on that negative spiral. But if you can just accept it, that this isn't good, I don't feel good, I feel this in my body, but I'm not going to hold back, I'm just going to allow it, it will soon pass through. It won't last. As the Buddhists say, you know, this soon will pass. And it's true. And on the other side of that becomes the joy and all the good stuff. So, you know, if you're holding back, if you're in resistance to the things that you don't want, you're also holding back all the good stuff as well. So that's kind of my last tip, really. And generally just letting go all of the non-essentials from life that you don't need, because that just clutters your head. So I would love to know what you've taken away from this tonight. What action steps might you go and take next? How has it shifted your energy, or what will you do differently? I'm just reading the chat box. Are you still with me? I hope so. I'm sorry it's gone on so much longer. Oh, okay, right, they're coming through. So Bridget's saying definitely starting meditating daily again. Very, very good idea. It's so powerful. Sonia's getting herself ready to take some action. She's got a diary open, starting to plan already. Fantastic. Sana's saying thanks for this. Amy's saying yes, Kathy. Oh, okay. Deborah's asking what time on Wednesday evenings. She's going to work so hard on the daily clarity. You are an angel. Oh, bless you. So it's going to be probably 7:30 on a Wednesday evening. Sasha's saying she's going to be more vigilant on making the time to do these 5 points for clarity. I can. Oh, actually, I wrote something similar on my blog last week, so you can find that there. My notes are a bit rubbish, so I don't know whether it's worth me sending those out. Anyway, you should have taken some notes. So what? Let me see. Deborah saying, me too, meditating daily again, creating space in life for me, doing visualization work. Brilliant. Crystal, more regular meditation. Sonia saying, thank you, always wonderful. You have lovely energy, and I know we will work together down the timeline. Oh, fantastic. Woo! Brilliant. Are there any questions, or is anything not clear, or is anyone, I don't want anyone leaving with any sort of like the negative energy like in their field that they're not happy with. Does everybody feel clear and happy to sort of enjoy the rest of their evening? Oh, bless you, Deborah. She's saying, thank you so much for this. I've loved the session and also agree that your energy is beautiful. That's so kind of you. Thank you. Okay, so no. Oh, Bridget's saying, thanks, Kathy. I find your work very uplifting. Thank you, Bridget. Well, it sounds like everybody is feeling good, and that they're not carrying any more negative energy. They've like blasted through it. You've got an amazing tool. We're here. That's you know, if when you feel negative in any way, remember it's just the thoughts. And when you tune into your heart and you do that light through your body out into your energy field, so that you're like that shining sun and totally connected with source, you can bring that energy into your body, into your mind, because you know, if you've tuned into where the negativity is that you're holding it in your body, you just blast yourself with it and it dissolves the negativity. You can't have darkness existing at the same time as light. So it's really powerful. Amy's feeling very good, very happy. Thank you. Sasha, yes, that was really good. Thank you. Brilliant. And Lexi, thank you. So nice to be able to take time for myself and love the meditation. I am so glad. That's wonderful. And thank you everybody for joining me. I'm so pleased. Do you know what? This is the first time I've actually done like live with me rather than hiding behind a PowerPoint. So I was yeah, quite nervous about it, and I got notes and I even didn't use half the notes, so I'm glad it's gone well. Of course I didn't whilst you all had your eyes shut, it was quite easy. Chris is saying thank you, love the session too, you're brilliant at what you do, beautiful kind energy. Thank you. Oh, it's so nice to read that. I'm so pleased. Thank you. Well, everybody. Oh, thank you. You look beautiful and your aura is bright. That's so nice of you to say. Thank you, Sonia. Oh. Thanks, Louise. Don't be nervous. You're a natural. Yeah, do you know, I struggle to remember. Oh, that's a pattern I have to get rid of. But yeah, that's why I've always held back. Is because I worry that I would never be able to remember stuff. Oh, thank you, Suparna. She's saying fantastic. Well done. Brilliant. All right then, everybody. It's been fabulous to have you join me tonight, and I'm glad you got something out of it. And I will send this out tomorrow as a recording, so you can tune back into that meditation. Well, it will be available probably for a week, so grab hold of that. All right, and I shall say goodbye. Thanks. Oh, I see Sasha saying goodbye. Thank you. Bye, everybody. Take care. Have a lovely evening. Bye.